And we are live, guys. Good morning. Merry Christmas, Clive. How you doing today?
Oh, Merry Christmas, Chris. About the same.
Okay.
Bored out of my fucking head.
I hear you. I'm just, like I said, I'm just waiting on dinner here in a little while. I'm gonna go back over to my parents and eat dinner over
Right.
there. So
Oh,
nothing too
sounds
crazy.
nice. I'm just like I said, sitting around semi-quarantine. So, yay,
I hear
yay,
you.
yay,
I
yay,
hear
yay.
you. I know that's gotta drive you crazy because I know how it
What's
was
that?
when I couldn't go do anything.
Well, and on top of everything else, three-quarters of everything is closed anyway. So even
Yeah.
even if I wasn't in a quarantine, I don't know what I'd be doing. No, actually, I do know I'd be finding a friend and we'd be having Chinese food for lunch.
There you go. What's going on, Paul? How you doing, bud? Still wearing that Submariner, Paul? What you wearing young hens today still, Clive?
Well, actually, I oyster quartz.
Okay, nice, nice. I got on the Ernst bins there. That's seeing the picture of there. These are actually kind of growing on me, man. I really didn't know how much I'd like them, but the more I wear it, the more I like them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. If I just got a Submariner, I think I'd be tempted to wear it for a while too, Paul. So that's
Yeah,
fine. That's
definitely,
perfectly fine.
especially the no date.
Yep.
It goes with so much stuff. I mean, the date
No
does
date.
too, but
The sub date is for the tourist. The sub no date is for the purist, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm up to about 5'10" there, Paul. uh, no, not much, man. Just like I said, just relaxing around the house. Gonna wait to go to dinner here in a little while. How about you, Paul?
Oh, nice.
1610. Okay, nice, nice. What reference number is that, Clive? Is that from what
That
year?
is that well, that is from literally 20 years, I think. So that is the pre-ceramic sub date.
Okay, is it
So
early 2000s, late 90s?
well, let me finish actually. From roughly 20 years, I think. Yeah, because I think like from 83, 84 to 2010, they made that
Okay,
one for a while. Yep.
I'll probably
So,
definitely be doing that after dinner myself, Paul.
well, likewise,
Take,
or actually, yeah.
take a little nap. Definitely take a little nap. These next couple days are gonna be lazy days. That's
Yep.
for sure.
Ham.
Yep. That's he's saying
Well,
last of the pre-ceramics.
nice, good, solid choice there. So that's when
Nice.
they were, yeah. So I think they started to, yeah. I think the clasp was still pressed, but I think they started to basically make the rest of the bracelet a little bit more solid. And
Mhm.
so, yeah, good choice.
Wesley Martin, how you doing, bud? He's saying 82, 2010. What year was the last year? The 5513. I wouldn't
I
mind picking up a night sub for my birthday. 83.
Wesley, I can't tell you offhand. So a little bit before my time. But may I refer you to this place, this service they have online? It's called Google. Yeah, because the 5513 was a. Well, wait a minute. We could probably. Hmm.
Merry
Well,
Christmas, Orange Hand. How you doing, buddy?
yeah. I was going to say we could figure it out if we wanted to take some time, put some effort into it. But then again, it is Christmas, so screw you for wanting me to work on Christmas, man. Come on, just Google it. Just Google it.
Is it
Google it.
Orange Hand saying is it 5513 through 89?
I think it's about right. But then again, I probably am. I have just been, maybe I overdid it yesterday because I was going through a lot of stuff and carrying a lot of stuff out. But I'm just
Mm-hmm.
tired today for some reason. Just really dragging ass.
And then Wesley Martin saying he likes Bob's watches for reference guide. I never really looked. I've looked at their site, but I never really paid too much attention to them for like a reference or anything.
Yeah, actually, and they'll cover some of the either not quite the big ones, but the ones that have been around for a while, which is, and there's a lot worse places you could go. The other thing I need to go on look on Jake's Rolex World or go to Rolex or RolexMagazine.com and see what Jake's been doing because he's been busy this entire time. He hasn't been buying Rolexes. He's been researching and writing about them.
Okay. So Wesley saying they have serial number years.
Yeah. Well, but at some point in the 2000s, they started going to random serial numbers, which is helpful when dating reference numbers. Yes, That is correct. But on the other hand, that was also, who else that was really helpful for? Counterfeiters. So that's why they started going to random. So you can thank the communist Chinese.
And it's crazy how realistic some of those counterfeits have gotten in it, like with the edit movements and everything. Like somebody like myself, I mean, like I'm semi-knowledgeable in that, but I couldn't tell you a real from a fake. Honestly, like I'd have to look at it. But somebody like myself could be easily fooled. I mean,
right. And you'd even if you had been around the block a few times, even if you had an authentic reference right by it, man, a bombing in Nashville.
Merry Christmas here. Are you saying there was a bombing there? I didn't hear anything about that.
Huh. Let me go look. Pull up.
And random came in late 2010, he believes. And he was right. 5513 was made in 62, 68 to 89. What do I win?
Massive explosion.
You win attaboy.
Massive explosion rocks downtown Nashville. Look, guys. I'm not the biggest fan of country music either, but God damn it, that's going a little overboard. Okay. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't like it at all.
Yeah, I live in the South, and I'm not a big country music fan either. I can listen to it, but it's one of those things like I got to be in the mood for it. You know what I mean?
In other words, you have to have 3 beers first.
Yeah, have to have a couple beers. I mean, before I get in the mood to listen to it.
Jeez. Okay, Wesley Martin, do you think that the stolen register for Rolex is a good thing? Okay, well, they've always had one. In Rolex, it's only as good as well as it's kept up. So it kind of needs everyone's cooperation to do so. So, if your Rolex is stolen, you walk in, or if you're robbed, I think what you then do is you take the police report, which normally I think you should have the reference number or something with it, and then you would send it off. Now, the problem is, there's Bleacher Buddha.
Hey, Bruce.
Hey, Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, bud.
Well,
what's going on, Jason? We got Jason in the house too.
Jason.
Sorry.
No, I'm not going to do it now. Fuck it. I'm not going to do it now. That's all I can say. Fuck it.
But yeah, somebody was saying it was an explosion from an RV. I wonder if it was a meth lab
Okay, yeah.
blew up.
Well, yeah, but as people from here know, you can really get a lot of explosive power to like a moving truck or something like that, or some even an RV if you pack it
Yeah.
pack it with the right materials.
Man, I'm so tired of this year already.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and of course the
Yeah.
last week it's gonna end, on Christmas. So yeah. So why
What?
would it stop? Why would it stop in suckage, in just pure unadulterated suckage during last week?
Right. You got a super chat.
Thanks, Alex. Didn't have to send one in. Appreciate it though. Merry Christmas, bud.
Well, thanks, Alex. The thing is, truthfully, I was a little underwhelmed because I guess there was really a dearth of grievances, and for 2010, I'm kind of surprised about that. But wish you could have joined us. Maybe you would have had a good grievance to share with us.
Mm.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Alejandro. Good see you. Hope all is well. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I was just talking to my uncle that lives over there in Germany. I guess they're going through another lockdown too. I'm assuming they are in Spain too.
In England has like another super strain going through it. Like two. I'm like, holy. Okay. And now it's got one from like Africa.
Hmm.
So not only is it 70 times, just like the other one, 70 times more contagious, it can outrun all the other strains.
Thanks, Paul.
More dangerous.
Yeah,
Appreciate
that's cool,
it, Paul.
Paul.
Yeah, unlike the other channel, we do actually do stuff for free here too.
Yeah.
Not necessary, but I do appreciate it.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Paul. That's cool.
Not free. Oh, okay.
Polar Explorer 1 could be cool. I don't know if it's coming this year though, Orange Hand, because this is all about this is the year of the Explorer 2, so I don't know if they're going to change that as well. But who knows? But that would be cool.
I'd like to see a Polar Explorer. That'd definitely be cool.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, wow. So
I'm assuming you were wearing the bluesy Bruce again.
No, I'm in my morning G-Shock.
nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
IDEI is protecting a Polar Explorer 1 this year. Any thoughts? Well, okay. Yeah. Rolex is going to do what Rolex is going to do. Period. Yeah, I think there's a Polar, but possibly two variants of it. I could see that. So what do you see as being more likely? Another a white Polar and a black and a Polar. A Polar Explorer and a black Explorer, or do you see a Explorer 2 with a ceramic non-movable bezel?
Well, I mean, as I just said, this is the 50th anniversary. Well, 2021 is of the Explorer 2, so I'm leaning more towards them making a change there.
Mm-hmm.
Whether they do something to the Explorer as well, that's less likely, at least in my opinion. I think they put that off maybe another year.
Okay.
But that's
I
just
wouldn't
me.
mind seeing an Explorer 2 with the old ceramic or non-ceramic. Excuse me. Alex Payne said COVID was terrible for him at the hospital. Sorry to hear that, bud. That's his major grievance. And then he said he has a white gold Daytona for his birthday last week. Nice.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, sure. We want to see it, and congratulations, Alex.
And
Yeah. Congrats, bud.
are you
Yeah.
congratulating him on the Daytona or on the COVID? And sorry
Definitely
about
congrats on getting that.
yeah. And Alex, sorry about getting it. Yeah, I know how. Yeah, and I think mine was more of a moderate case, and it still sucked hard. Congratulations on the. Hey, wait a minute. Where's my Daytona? Yeah. So yeah, I think I just had more of a moderate case of the virus. So yeah. So congratulations on the Daytona.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Nice. So what now? Question is, if they redo the Explorer 1 on a white dial, do you think they go back to the older 36mm size?
No, because Rolex never goes backwards.
No.
If you want a 36, get an OP.
True. It says maybe if you get the COVID, you should get moved by the Rolex list.
Ceramic vessel on Explorer. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Orange Hand. They should keep it as a steel bezel.
Yeah.
You see, and actually, that's what I kind of like. That's what I kind of like about the Explorer 2.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's
also
its own thing.
You mean like, jeez, my own thing. God, what was that Silent Life skit? You know what I'm thinking of. Tom Hanks is playing him. Okay. God, now you're going to drive me nuts. The then you need to go back to the numbers on the 1016.
Well, I would think that if anybody's going to do a 1016 homage
Tudor.
or likewise, it would be Tudor.
Yep. But if they did, holy shit.
Yeah, they would blow up the world if they did that.
Well, actually, wait. Let's stop and think about this, though. Because I think he might be right. I think especially if they blow up the Explorer to like 41 with indices, and the indices and everything else looked great on the. I think it looked good on the 36 millimeter. It looked too much open space on the 39. But if they put if they went back to all numerals on a 41, they might be able to make that work.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think that they're changing the size of the Explorer. I think they've got all their bases covered. You got the James Cameron at 44. You have the Sea Dweller at 43. You have the Sky Dweller and the Explorer 2 at 42. You have the Sub and the OP at 41. You have the GMT Master 2 at 40. You have the Explorer at 39.
Cannot disagree with you more. Rolex, all about uniformity. They all want the same movements, the same this, the same that, the same the other. So I could totally see them taking up to 41.
What do you think about Tudor revamping the Ranger?
Who fucking cares?
Well, that's what we were. That's what I was saying with Tudor doing revamping the Ranger and making it into a 1016 homage.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. No, I won't. No, of course, I was just having fun. Sorry, I was having fun with that. And the Ranger has caught my attention quite a few times.
And they could be had at decent prices right now. I've seen them going on years of them like watch you seek for what, like 1,600 US, 1,800 somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Because I think they're only just in the low twos anyway, brand new.
Yeah.
Well,
And I
I
actually
tell
like
you
the
what,
ones that come with the camo straps.
if they came up, okay. However, if they came up with a new Explorer with the 1016 dial, yes, please. I would, yeah. Yeah.
Green would be interesting on the Black Bay.
Well, that's next. That's
Yeah.
what's coming out next.
Yeah.
Next year.
Now, do you think like a sunburst green or like a matte green, similar
No,
to like the matte blue?
We don't know because we're heterosexuals.
I bet you it's a matte green.
I don't know. I think it might be more of a harvest green, with just a little.
But that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
It's green. Green is the new blue.
Right.
Bleh.
Exactly.
Bleh. So yeah, I could see that. I could. Yeah, 1016. Oh hell yeah. But you see, yeah, but Rolex is almost like it's like having a dad that's a hard ass. I see. I can't. I just can't see them doing that because it would bring too much. It would bring too much fucking joy into our lives. They don't want to make us.
That'd be like them. That'd be like them actually having stock in the AD, right? Like having stuff
exactly.
on the
shelf. Yeah, exactly. All I'll say is there is stock out there.
Oh, there is. Just not for us.
It's just not for us. That's correct.
Not for the likes of us.
Yeah. In the last week, I saw every single one of the hardest to get Rolexes. But that's the world that we live in now, boys and girls. There's nothing we can do about it.
Well, except quit buying Rolex, quit standing in line, or either acknowledge it, shrug your shoulders, and stand in line, or move on to another brand.
You could do that, or you can, things do happen. I mean, I got my Explorer 2, and then I got my Bluesy. I'm very happy and content, and
Orchan said he hopes they do a Black Bay 58 with a gilt honeycomb and Explorer dial. He thinks it should really work there.
I can see that happening because honeycomb's big. Yeah. It's not small. No.
Paul's saying he loves Rolex, but it's not worth the hype.
Well, yeah, it's not worth the hassle.
Yeah, so I mean, it's only worth it.
There are other brands out there.
Well, what I think is funny, though, is also you have YouTubers. You've got Paul Thorpe saying, you've got Fed saying, blame it on the ADs. And then you've got Paul Thorpe saying, no. It's totally not the ADs' fault. It's Rolex's fault. And
it just doesn't.
Okay. Now, Blue Shirt
does not compute.
Blue Shirt, whose fault do you think it is? Or do you think it's a widespread systematic failure?
Yeah, I think it's there's various factors that are involved in it, and it's just, I mean, it's
involving various forms of country.
Exactly. Yeah. From the Swiss on down.
And the problem is everybody and their brother thinks they're a watch reseller now too.
Yep.
Well, Alex is saying the Omega Snoopy for 26K on Chrono 24. That's nuts. Yeah, that is a
That is crazy.
couple more grand and you're getting a gold Daytona. Yeah, I hear you.
Screw
Or
that.
And what does the Snoopy sell for? What, 11 or 12 retail?
Something like that.
Oh, screw me.
That is crazy.
Yep,
It is.
it is in freaking insane.
Yeah, but that's not really too bad. When I had my JLC service, that was $750. I think Breguet is like $1,200. The higher up you go, AP charges an arm and a leg for service.
I've heard VC is actually reasonable, and I've heard Rolex isn't that bad.
Right.
But it's starting to creep. It's starting to creep northward, at least for Rolex.
And then Orange Hand is saying it's the 80's fault and Rolex's fault for letting them get away with it. And Alex is saying 9,600. I'm assuming 9,600 for the Snoopy retail cost.
Right.
Well, you see, the thing is, though, I used to joke that the difference between Archie Luxury and Rolex, it's like the difference between chimpanzees and humans. It's like 75 or 85% similar DNA. It's just arranged slightly differently. And it's the same thing. Rolex is very greedy, a little lazy, but with an overwhelming sense of entitlement. So,
yeah, and it's also, like Looky here is saying that the small ADs, they're kind of in a bind. They have to sell no matter what to keep their dealership, which means, they're going to get a certain amount of desirable models, but they got to sell a shitload of Datejusts and OPs.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, bud.
Pearlmaster and Cellini's.
Right, and Cellini's. Right. Hey, bud. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Here's your shipments from us. Here's your shipments from us for the quarter. Suck it like a bag of dicks, guys.
Right, and if you don't like it, then we'll pull our dealership. So, like I said, there's a lot of country going on all over the place.
Do you think like the preferred ADs, like the bigger ADs, like say in like Miami or Chicago, like the big cities, do you think they get more of a better choice of stock than somewhere like here?
They get more stock. The more buying power they have, the more stock they get.
And then looky here, saying Rolex 80s are privately too, and Rolex will buy back watches that aren't sold. And then Nick J saying from Paul M's earlier comment, what have you heard that Tudor may be bringing out next year? You know what? Tudor actually has grown on me the more I see it. The P01, I think it's called. You know what I'm talking about, Bruce?
Yeah.
That was actually kind of grown on me.
It has. I've seen it in person.
You should start with a nice ointment. Maybe a special antibacterial stuff.
But I'm bummed. I've seen it in person, and it's better looking in person than it is on, pictures on the interweb. It's cool. Thomas Burnett loves that watch. It's funky. It's funky.
Mm-hmm.
It's different.
And I know Paul Scarfield, the owner of Scarfield Watches. I've spoken with him a couple times. I had them in for review. He bought one, I believe, and he's really into like actual like tool watches, because he does actual saturation diving for a living. Unlike a lot of us, he actually uses it for what it's meant for.
You hydrating, Clyde?
Yes. Yes, I am. Sorry.
Snoopy for 19K.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I wonder if Rick wasn't Rick looking for Snoopy? I wonder if he was ever able to get a hold of one or not yet.
I don't know. But there's a lot of cool watches out there, and you just.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of alternatives.
And by the way, I didn't mute because I was dehydrating. I just want to
No
make it clear.
Hey, Thomas Burnett, Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas, Thomas. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
What, do they celebrate Christmas in England? In England too?
Even in England.
Wow.
Even in England, I think only communist China is the only ones that don't.
Nice.
Pigs in a blanket. That does sound pretty good. And then Matt all printed out on the PO1 is awesome.
It is Orange Hand.
And then Omega, I forget who was talking about it. It might have been us the other night, but they all tune in together. But Omega is definitely. I think Omega's going after Rolex. They're slowly starting to get that way, don't you guys think?
Well, they had 2 price increases last year or this year, so yeah. I mean, their watches are getting expensive.
I think they're putting themselves in position. Yeah, are they going to catch up to Rolex this year? No. Could they possibly do it in 5 or 10? Quite possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Especially if so many people are walking away from so many people keep walking away from the Rolex counter.
And if Omega's smart, they'll keep their stock up and they'll actually sell more, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like they'll actually keep their boutiques and 80s in stock.
Well, you see, here's the funny thing that people lose track of. Rolex outproduces Swatch as a whole group, never mind just Omega. By Rolex produces more watches than pretty much anyone other than, high-end Swiss luxury watches.
Mm-hmm.
We did a whole Sunday show, and Ennis Something brought up a production graph from last year. I think it was 2019. And Omega wasn't even close. They were a distant second to actual, units produced. Although, you're never sure exactly how many watches Rolex makes because they're very hush hush and secretive.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just demand. I mean, Omega's they're on the right path and they're on the way up. Their watches are excellent.
I feel like a lot of the brands are going up in tiers. Like we're just saying, like Omega going for Rolex trying to go to their whole eternity, of course. And I feel like Oris is going for where Omega was, and now Seiko is going for Oris. Do you kind of feel that way?
Yeah, to a certain extent. Seiko's they've got to bump up their quality.
Yeah, they got a little bit of production problems still.
Yeah, and I still think it's, some of their models, even though they have spring drive, in it. I'm talking just regular Seiko, not Grand Seiko.
Mm-hmm.
Plunking down $3, $4, $5 for something that says Seiko on it. Maybe I think that's a psychological barrier for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I think, that Grand Seiko, while they don't inspire me, I know there's a large group of people out there that love them. Personally, I think they would do better if they just changed the name of the brand to something different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they've always had their little quality control issues for whatever reason.
Well, not Grand Seiko, but Seiko, yeah.
Yeah, Seiko, yeah, like off-center bezels, stuff like that.
Right.
And then Orange Hand saying
crappy bracelets.
Yeah. Orange Hand saying Rolex has a distribution problem, not a production problem.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
a matter of fact, Rolex is building another factory to increase production even more. So,
Well, and the thing is, though, Rolex is still geared up for, their distribution model is pre-internet,
correct.
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's a large part of the problem right there.
And that's where I feel like brands like Oris are starting to step up because, like I said, they're starting to work with a lot of, I guess you can call them social influencers, whatever, YouTubers. They're
Mhm.
starting to work with a lot of the bigger YouTubers, and they're starting to send them in pieces for review, which is kind of spreading the word a little bit more too. I feel like.
Oris's problem is that they need to drop that new movement in a brand new watch.
Yep.
That's their problem.
Exactly. Yeah, we are 100%. Yeah, in lockstep on that one.
Mm-hmm. And see, Rob, even, I don't know if you guys saw Random Rob's video that he dropped earlier this morning. He had the new Oris and his Omega.
Yep.
And he was saying how he would rather buy an Oris, the Aquas with the Salida than the in-house movement himself. Because he would say you could save, what, $2-3 grand just by doing that alone.
Correct.
And
hey, Hansi, Merry Christmas, my friend. Good to see you.
Hans.
How's it going, Hans?
For a second, I thought you said Hotzi. I'm like, oh.
No, Hansi.
Okay.
Alex Spain saying he has a Grand Seiko GMT green dial, and it's beautiful. The dial, the movement, and the fact. I've never held Grand Seiko in person. You have, though, haven't you, Clyve?
Yes, I have. And I actually thought it was like one of domestic small baby gets wiped 235, and so domestic only. It was kind of like one of their lower tier ones, but I was really okay. The bracelet wasn't exceptional. The bracelet was adequate, but the watch overhaul for the money they were wanting, God, I can't remember, it was high threes, low fours, but I was really, really impressed with it.
Nice. How about you, Bruce? Have you held one in person yet?
I have. They've been at Watch Time in New York, and I've looked at all of them. I've tried them all on. They're nice. That no one can argue about the craftsmanship that goes into them. They just don't. They don't make my heart sing. They all look. They're a little too vanilla looking for me.
Even the Snowflake.
That's just me. Even the Snowflake is the nicest of the ones, but even that.
That's definitely a brand I'm trying to get on the channel at some point in this year to take a look at. So just so I can get first-hand experience, because I don't want to pass judgment on it until after I've seen it.
No, on the other hand, if there was someone who was not really a watch person, they wanted my advice, I would probably point them towards something like that Grand Seiko. I'd say that's one watch, with a minimal amount of servicing. It should probably last all your days, and it's just killer. It's killer. I think it punches above its MSRP.
Okay.
To me, I was trying to think, what does this thing make me think of? And the other channel I used to be affiliated with was showing something that he had I don't know, 4 or 5 of, maybe 6 of now, I'm not sure. Then ding. It's like then I looked down and realized what Grand Seiko was doing with their base model. They were, everyone guns after Rolex. They were basically trying to come up with a steel version of a Calatrava.
Okay.
And do a pretty damn decent job.
But the studs was saying he was in Omega and VC in a big mall in Florida. Both of them were hiding their models in the back, trying to be Rolex.
Oh, yeah.
You can see one guy aching to sell, but the force was against him.
Yeah.
I guess are they all going after that business model?
They're going after it all. And it's no discounts. It's okay, look, guys, look, no.
Yep.
You see, I want to see Omega run. I mean, run up to Rolex while its back is turned, punch it in the kidneys as hard as it's then, and as well as it's down, start kicking the dog shit out of Rolex. I want to see that so bad, but the trouble is, they're so busy pulling their own form of fuckery that they can't respond. They can't take advantage of Rolex's production and dealer fuckery. And limited production and trying to sit at the and I realize, like, even stuff like the Seamaster. The Seamaster is more popular now than it's probably ever been.
Correct.
They are making exactly the right moves on the Speedmaster. I think they're going to lift the Speedmaster from, you remember when it was like the $3,300 Joma Shop special?
Yeah, that's when I cashed in, or that's when I got in.
Oh man, you got such a better deal than I did.
Oh, stop! Screw you.
Orange
Hey,
Man
Bobby
said he's
Legs.
looking at Rados. What's going on, Bobby Legs? Hey, Bobby, you want me to shoot you a link if you want to join in? But Orange Man said he's looking at Rados right now. I like that cook.
Yeah, the Captain Cook is very cool.
But the thing is, though, everyone likes Rolex because at the AD, because Rolex is giving you more. Is giving you more for less, especially if you take resale prices into account. And I think every watch brand should start and consider that. It's, in other words, what can we do to not to overproduce, but to deliver the value.
Watches and giggles. That's what I paid for mine about around too. Sorry, Clyve.
Oh, that's right. 4,500.
Yeah, he just bought a brand new 1861 Speedmaster.
Nice.
Merry Christmas, Chris.
Merry Christmas. Look at you guys showing off your new Speedmasters. Like,
yeah. We all know where you go. You rub my face in the dirt some more. Go ahead. Get it out of your system. Go ahead.
I will say that. Okay, I will say this. I love my 861. I love my Patina Special. Patina. It smiled. The Patina gods has smiled on it and blessed it repeatedly. Yep. Kind of like what the booby gods did with Hotsy.
It will be interesting to see the new Speedy when it comes out and see how much it's going to go for.
Sorry, I was what were you guys talking about?
No, I was just saying about the new Moon watch that's coming out, to see how much how much the price is going to be and if they're going to discount it.
The trouble is, if you just go and look at Omega, there is still so much crud. There is so much dead weight. There are so many references and entire lines that it's just like they don't need to be discontinued. They need to be burned with fire.
Yeah, no, they could literally chop half of their line and do really well.
What do you think? Just stick with the PO, the Seamaster, and the Speedy?
What?
Just stick with the Planet Ocean, the Seamaster, and the Speedy? You think they'd be all right?
I think there's some lines, entire lines. If you go on Omega. Number one, they have the most their website must be like the CEO's like 18-year-old nephew or something that barely graduated out of Votech or something. It is horrible. But assuming it doesn't kill your computer, there are so many there are entire lines on there. It's just like, oh my God. Jeez, look at this. Look at these ugly pieces. Now, blue shirt, where you're at right now, do they sell Omega?
No, they don't.
Okay.
They used to, but they don't. They don't now.
And that's one thing I have not been. I think I went in when they were still setting up. I need to see. I don't know. So, what would be the best way to get some cred there? What do you think? The 321, the 861, the Patina Special, or do you think even the Flight Master, or do you think the average schmuck wouldn't even care? Say, oh, look at that old watch.
Well, if you're talking about the public in general, they don't care.
Well, I'm talking about your average person standing behind the Omega counter.
They don't really.
Yeah.
They don't care. They don't care.
Okay, Paul M. Aquaterra. Yeah, the Aquaterra is nice. The Aquaterra, just pit. Okay, just pit Aquaterra. Just pit it on the freaking dial. Take off Seamaster.
Right.
You're confusing people.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of different variations of the Aquaterra too.
Mm-hmm.
They're nice watches. Very nice.
They're nice, but the thing is, though, I think they need to simplify their product lines as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I said they could cut their product line in half and do really, really well.
No, okay, it's more than that, though. Like, you got the Seamaster, right? Dive watch. You got the Seamaster chronograph. I think they also have the Seamaster GMT.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with the Aquaterra.
Yep.
It's the same thing with the Constellation.
And the Planet Ocean.
Yeah. Get rid of it. I mean, get rid of the cruft. Get rid of the superfluous excess models. And I've said this before, and people are saying, well, are you saying they should just set up their product lines like Rolex? And I want to be perfectly clear on this. That's exactly what they need to fucking do.
Hey, and that's a valid thing. Looky here, you want to pick Tudor before Omega? Could do that.
I don't know.
And that Black Bay 58s.
Yeah, it's a great watch. It is a lovely watch. But if you're going to get it from the AD, you can't. Yeah, it's just like Rolex anyway. It's like Rolex Light because, okay, you might have to wait a year instead of 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, I think the weights are down on the Black Bay 58s. Some 80s even have them in the windows now. I mean, when I bought my Diet Pepsi, my Tudor GMT, that was at the height of its buzz and its popularity. And I when I ordered mine, I waited 5 months for it to come in. So it wasn't terrible.
Nice.
Yeah, and Hansi, you're right. I mean, Omega's movements are amazing. You can't argue with that coaxial movement.
No, they stand up to, like, everyone talks about Rolex's latest ones. I think I think they stand toe to toe. The only trouble is, God, they're a little thick though.
They are.
They're
a tall movement.
Yeah, Orange Hand's saying problem with Omega is everything is a Seamaster. Even Speedmaster has Seamaster hippocampus on the back.
Yep.
True.
And looky here saying true, but Tudor are insanely cheap.
They are, especially if you get a Tudor, with an ETA movement in it. They're great bang per buck.
And then Paul M saying every single model is available to buy online in UK for Tudor now.
Okay.
Also Tudor, it's the same thing. There's a lot of god ugly Tudors out there. I'm like, ugh.
Yes, there are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really ugly ones.
Like the one that whatchamacallit got I can't. What is his name?
Austin Daniels.
He got that Hydronaut or whatever. I mean, he might like it.
The Iconaut.
But yeah, that one to me does not. it doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, no.
You mean the I would not?
So what?
You mean the I would not?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, he loves it. Good for him, but
Yeah.
it just does nothing for me.
Yeah.
Brown sugar is horrible. Okay, but still, you can say, okay, it's an outlier. It's fine for but I want my watch to look like a penny that's been left in a sock drawer.
Right, but I mean, I don't think that's limited just to Tudor. I mean, either you like bronze or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's how
Now, I
I
think
feel. It
certain
doesn't matter
bronze.
whose bronze watches.
I'm not a big bronze watch fan, but I feel like Oris did it right on their limited edition. They have a Diver 65, the Japanese denim company. When you know what I'm talking about, the Murray Moto or whatever it is. Like I feel like they did it right on there. Like it's just the right amount of bronze and green.
You mean Quasimodo?
Yeah. Smelly bronze smelling watch.
Yeah.
All right, listen, guys. I gotta go. Have a Merry Christmas.
All right, man.
Merry
About ready
Christmas
to
to
call
all you
it
guys
a
out
day, I
there.
guess, too, since we're about ready to hit an hour. I appreciate you coming on, Bruce.
Thanks for having me on, Chris. Merry Christmas, everybody. Later.
Later, Bruce. And you about ready to call it a day since we're closing on an hour here, Clyve?
Yeah, I think so.
Appreciate you for coming on, and thanks for everybody who chimed in on the chat.
Oh, by the way,
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to everyone out there. And for those of you in the UK, no, it's still Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's like Christmas Eve or whatever. Boxing Day is like the day after, isn't it? Or 2 days after you box everything up and you take it to poor people or something.
Yeah, I think so.
No, actually, we had something like Boxing Day though, but we literally, but it was actually Thanksgiving. I was at Fort Sill, and so as I was local, I got to go home, but no one else. No one. So, and the thing is though, and I was talking about it. Talking about it, so everyone literally started, families started taking the leftover turkey and leftover hams, really, the Chinette page, doing it over, and dessert plates and everything else. So I was driving back, and my car was just absolutely filled. So I was literally going out with my buddies over at the OBC, and just knocking and said, follow me to the car. Opened all the doors and said, okay, the big ones are the smaller plates are stuffing and so forth, and small plates are desserts. Help yourselves. And actually, the word got around my hometown, so a lot of people were making were fixing stuff for the guys that were stuck on post.
Cool.
Yep. We have, oh my God. Yeah. I took some, and I actually took some to my shut-in friend, Uncle Fester. But, actually, and also I think the sous vide worked fairly well. Now, my sister she went kind of commercial. She got a ham. She got it smoked by Billy Sims. And, oh my God. Of course, that was professionally smoked.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I know my mom, she usually bakes hers, so she just pick up like a Smithfield or whatever and bake it.
Well, the one we got was like Aldi's. And of course I had to, and my daughter loves ham. I mean, oh my God. So, oh, well, there's Big Sis. Hold on.
All right. Well, you bet you about ready to call it a day?
Okay. I think so.
All right. Thanks for coming on, Clyve. Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas
Merry
to everybody else.
God bless us, everyone.
Later, everybody. Thanks for coming on.